Hi, Sandra here from Create in Spain, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of a cheat way of doing a French manicure. Now that I have actually received my gel polishes through the post, I got the base coat and the top coat and it cost €5.99 including post, which I think is pretty good. Now the other thing that I did have is a very pale pink gel polish, UV gel polish. And so I've actually got these nails done. Now, unfortunately, and I don't know how I did it because normally my nails are as tough as old boots, I managed to wreck that particular nail. But I'm going to try and show you how I did this set. Okay, now this is my dominant hand, so trying to do this set and do it really well is not the easiest of things to do. And yes, I can do it just about with the brush, but it isn't easy. So, if you happen to have a vinyl cutting machine, do yourself a favour. I will post a link to this particular set of shapes that I drew, and I'll give you some other nail shapes that I've done as well. And don't do what I first did, which was cut it out in clear sticky back vinyl, because you can't see the things when you put them on your nail. It's really hard to see. Now this is to give you the shape of the smile line, and in my particular case all I need to do is line that up so that is a horizontal oval, and that is pretty much my smile line. Okay, now if you are particularly bothered, what you can do is you can paint outside of your nail area. You can paint the skin with a barrier of some description, either a latex barrier or whatever it is you want to use, whether it's PVA glue, latex or whatever, but you don't have to do it. What I'm going to do is cheat and use normal cheap acrylic craft paint to do the smile line. So I've just got a piece of card here. I'm just going to put a little bit of paint on there. Now the other thing that I'm using is this. If you're in the habit of using latex sponge for makeup and you've got them hanging around, fine. I didn't have any left because I've previously cut them up and used them for all sorts of things. What I did have was some of this magic eraser stuff around, so I've just cut off a tiny piece of that. And all you do is you dip it and dab it in your paint and just do that. Now you can do it like that, or if you want to, you can simply swipe down. So the choice is yours. But keep that on there till it's dry. You want to do a couple of coats. So you do that over all your nails and then remove that. Add your top coat, and that's what you end up with. So this is by far easier. I can do this with my left hand onto my dominant hand easily, without any problem whatsoever, whereas handling a brush and trying to do that dainty line, it's hard work and it takes a lot of time. Anyway, so once you've got your first coat dry, you go back in with a second coat. Again, you can either dab or pull, whichever you so wish. Let it dry and then go in with your UV top coat. And if you're, I managed to smudge that, I'm taking it off. If you're using a UV top coat, what I do is I seal that edge first and then go over the top, because that is the edge that gets the most wear and you're most likely going to mess it up. Because this is on a UV coat and because that's acrylic, I can just wipe it off. There we go. Brilliant. And I can stick my sticker back on. Now I'm going to turn it around and put it around the other way and make sure it's well pressed down, which was probably why I ended up with that messed up one in the first place. Find the edge that I've got the paint on and off I go again. So that is how to do a French tip in a relatively painless way. Now let's hope this one has actually done it properly. Yes. You can wipe off, if you've got any adhesive, you can wipe your adhesive off with a cotton bud dipped in alcohol, but wipe it from the top to the base of your nail to avoid going over your nice white tip. And then you can put your top coat on and you'll have a great set of French tips. If you want to do the modern baby boomer, you can also use that type of sponge for doing that. It takes a little more skill to get a good fade. And in general, you will need to do it with the polish that you are using for your nail. So you can add a stripe of pink polish to that and a stripe of white just on the tip or something. Try doing it that way. Or put the pink on and then go in with some white. But it won't easily work if you're using white acrylic on top of the UV gel. It just won't really work too well doing that. You'll get a better result if you do it with the actual polish. But for doing white tips, the white paint is perfectly okay. So all I'm going to do now is seal this one before I mess it up. Right, because I have managed to break the nail on my first finger there, I've actually cut down a fake nail and painted it to match. And so if I want to, I can place that on that nail there and it will at least have some pretense of matching the rest of them. Now, I wouldn't normally wear that all the time, but only for occasions when I wanted to go out and make sure my nails looked really nice. I'm not that vain that I can't cope with a broken fingernail. You can just about, if the fake nail matches your natural shape nail reasonably well, you can just about manage with a strip of double-sided tape. Now, my tip on that is to clean off your natural nail with some alcohol and put the tape onto your nail rather than try and fit it into a curved shape there. And then you can simply stick that on, press it on well, and if you're just going out for the evening and you're aware you've got a fake nail on, just press it down every now and again. I did wear it last night without it coming off on me. It wasn't a problem, but you wouldn't be using it on a daily basis doing that. You would just be using it for a couple of hours. Certainly if you've broken your nail down any further than this, I would want to put something over the top of it to protect it. Okay, that's it. Hope you found that information handy, and I'm quite pleased because I have a nice French manicure now, and my husband probably won't even notice I'm wearing nail polish. Thanks for watching.